Hey there, gorgeous soul, and welcome to Woohoo Wednesday. Your intuition has chosen card number 3, so let's dive in and see what gorgeous message your soul has prepared for you today. You have got card number 3, which is the Warrior Queen, one of my favorite cards in the deck. Now, the message from this card is the courage to be you. The biggest shift that I am feeling with this card that is occurring for you right at this point is this sense of value. You've been able to recognize that, you know what, sometimes you've been letting a little too many people dismiss you, disrespect you, and not treat you equivalently as you feel and know that you are deserving and worthy of. You've now reached that pivotal point where it's not about coming from a masculine space. It's a matter of being able to go, you know what, I'm recognizing my own value. And if the other people around don't see that, then that becomes their problem. You're sick of dimming down. You're sick of shrinking away from what you think is conflict if you bring it to someone's attention, or maybe you have brought it to their attention and again it's swept underneath the rug, almost like what's that archetype? I can't think of the name of that type of personality that every time you confront them, they find a way to still manage to turn around and make it that it still seems your fault, as if you're reading it wrong or misinterpreting what they're saying. You know that is exactly the way that it is coming across because that is resonating with you. You're now at this point where you are no longer going to tolerate that type of behavior. You're not going to sink down into a place where you feel dissatisfied within your own self, trying to vie for your attention or vie to have someone else recognize your value. You're making that choice and commitment within yourself to be the warrior queen and go, you know what? I know my value and I know the way in which I want to be treated, and I'm not going to tolerate this from anyone else anymore. So there is that feminine quality of strength and softness, and it's this strength within yourself to say, you know what, my standards have raised and you either rise with me or their alternative decisions need to be made from this moment on. My boundaries are becoming so firm because I am stepping into my power of being able to say, I value myself. I'm also holding myself incredibly accountable to making sure that I live up to the standards that I expect and that I want for other people to treat me like. So first, in order for that to be, it is something that I am installing within my own self and working on constantly at this point. I take ownership for the position that I am in right at this moment, and I thank my soul for providing me with this platform to be able to make the decisions that now feel more truly divinely aligned with knowing your value. This has created a new resonance within yourself. You may find that yourself is feeling more softer. You may be finding a different aptitude in where you're being able to recognize, like almost like little radars, that's a devalued moment. I'm not going to tolerate that. I'm going to address this. Then we're going to move on. And I will constantly make those adaptations and keep myself to that standard where each time I make a decision where I feel like I'm being devalued and I raise that standard, I'm holding myself accountable to staying strong in this process. Because when you start shifting your boundaries, start strengthening your decisions, starting to recognize your amazingness and to be able to honor the fact that you are worthy and deserving to be treated like a beautiful warrior queen for the divine essence, not for what you do for someone or how you can, improve their life. You want to be looked at from a much deeper perspective of being able to someone to see your essence within yourself, because you have now been able to see that beauty within your own self. And so therefore there is a completely new vibration that is coming over you, and you don't need to fight about someone wanting to see your value anymore, because you recognize that within yourself. And that is where the warrior queen comes in. It's the courage to be you in all those forms and strengthening your sense of value. Wow, all I can say, gorgeous, is everything in your life has led you right here to this moment. Stay strong. Stay true to you. Keep yourself accountable. The moment you start letting yourself slip back into old ways of allowing and tolerating less than you deserve, is the moment to go, more work still needs to be done around here. What kind of work do I need to do that can continue to strengthen my sense of value and worthiness within my own self? Because if you value yourself, then naturally other people will. And that's an important factor. So all of the inner soul work that you're doing right at the moment has led you here to this moment, because you're ready for everything that is about to unfold. And it's like that saying, like, we need to be able to do the groundwork first in order for preparations for wonderful new opportunities. Because say for example, like, and it's just a completely random idea, and it's just come into my head to be able to share an example with people. Say for example that all of a sudden you've gone from like an office role, and all of a sudden someone has seen your potential and is offering you the manager's role. Unless you see your levels of worthiness, you're not going to be able to step into that space and really own it, because that role title requires you to have confidence to be able to understand that there are standards and levels and expectations that come with that, and that it's okay for you to be able to help and assist other people, but also you have that in that position to be able to see someone else's beauty and help them rise into that. But in order for that to happen, you must first do that inner soul work first. So that's where I feel like at this point, the reason that you are being so called to work on your value and sense of self-worthiness is all in preparation for the unknown, for the magical, and for the completely etherical that you don't know what you're preparing for, but it feels good. So sometimes we're not supposed to know everything. All we're supposed to do is take that guidance and know that it's going to lead you to the most majestic place, and that you will be completely 100% prepared and ready for that. So I wish you an incredibly amazing week ahead, gorgeous. Keep being strong, be true to you, and remember, be you for you. So much love. Take care. And don't forget to leave me a comment and let me know how this resonates with you. And I'll see you again next week. See ya.